Welcome to my Linux Firewall project presentation. I'm Anthony Garner for my Unix Linux Advanced Server 50876 course, Dr. Meadows. Today I will be talking to you about Linux firewalls. What are firewalls? Firewalls is a device or software application which serves as a flexible barrier between the computers on your internal network and outside world. Firewalls applications are a set of rules that decide who gets connected to which machine and what services they are authorized to use. When set up properly, a firewall provides an excellent means for protecting your network and machines connected to it. In my opinion, firewalls are very important because they actually increase network security. Network security is your primary focus when dealing with big networks, or even when you're dealing with your own personal home networks. If you have a security breach, no telling what information leaks out that they may be important to you, or may not be important to you, but may be important to others, in which they can either take advantage of the situation, or some people just do it for kicks. Firewall basics: a device filtering network between two or more networks. An example, as you can see, network A and network B. In the middle, you have your firewall. Your firewall is policing what comes in, what goes out. What comes in, what goes out. But a lot of things are assumed about firewalls that aren't true. Like, firewalls are the only thing that you need for security. This is not true. You need things also like virus protection. Does the firewall solve all problems? No, it does not. Like many things, from human error or to a misconfiguration, a firewall can actually fail you. But it does control the traffic going in and out. You would need to manage your firewall. You would need to monitor your firewall. And like other software and other programs, firewalls do have bugs. And, it does require a hands-on approach. Different types of firewall. You have packet filtering gateway and application gateway. As you can see in the example below, one allows information to come through even though it hits the firewall, and it is stripped down basically of a lot of information. It still goes through. With the other one, it hits the firewall and it just drops out. I mean, it checks for things like your SRC address, your destination address, your SRC ports, destination ports, flags, session numbers, and it provides basic functions as accept and drop. Next, we have IP chains. IP chains are features in Linux that lets you set up a chain. What is a chain, you may ask? A list of rules for how packets are handled. By default, Windows kernel includes 3 chains. That's input, forward, output. Input: packets coming from the outside the system in which the rules is executed pass through this chain. Forward: packets coming from the outside of the system which the rule is executed that needs to be routed to another computer pass through the chains. Output: packets coming from within the system which rules are executed that are destined for other systems. And as you can see noted, I have some examples of different things that goes on within IP chains. Here's the IP chains concept back to the input, output, and forward behavior of the interface. As you can see, it goes through, hit ETHO, then it goes through, it's forward over to ETH1, and then it's out. And then if you come back the opposite way, you will see the same thing happening. Now, one little unique thing about IP chains is reject or deny. There's 2 choices when it comes to blocking packets. If you reject the ICPM port, unreachable is sent back to the SRC address. If you deny it, the packet is just dropped. I mean, you won't see nothing else. It's just basically it's just drop. Implementation for a firewall in Linux comes. You have common Linux distributions, and then you have unique Linux distributions. Common things is a 1NIC card hard disk for the OS. It's installed and hardened to the OS. Load module, you can use load module, which is usually already loaded for a default installation or run a script. With unique, you have a hard disk. You can do it without a hard disk using a RAM as a disk. You can use the floppy leaf, LEAF, or you can store the script on a floppy or the CD-ROM. I mean, really, the choice is up to you for it. Here's an example of an Office implementation of it. As you can see, if you can see the cursor, you have your internal LAN, your firewall, your servers, your router, your internet. If you were over here, that's to the right side. If you don't see the cursor, to the right side of the cloud known as the internet, you come in, you hit there, you hit the router, you run to the firewall. Now, if you're trying to get to the server, if you have credentials to hit the server, you will basically be following rules within the firewall that are preset by the administrator, which only allows you to have access to certain things, which is a good feature. And it's the same on the other end. If you're the internal and you're going out, you're going to hit the firewall going out, and you're going to hit the firewall going to the service, which you play within rules, because sometimes your internal network users can be just as worse as your external network users, and this is very true. I've seen this. Next we're gonna go to, if I could get the firewall management. All right, firewall management. You have things such as secure copy. Things you need: proper access, network control, and log management. Log management here, out of all the three bullets, is very important because you have various system log tools that are very important that you also have to keep up with. Any changes that's made or any previous configuration, you can go to the system log and see. So the firewall management is very important and very key in all elements of maintaining your firewall network. This concludes my PowerPoint presentation of firewalls. I hope there's plenty more information I have detailed in my report should you read it, or if you just want to see my PowerPoint presentation, or just email me. I can definitely tell you many more things. But thanks again for following my report and listening. Have a great day.